Hello everyone, this is Farina Wajio. Today we're having a look at a Frog Junk Monarch deck list I've been working on the previous past few weeks. It's a standard Frog Monarch with a classic lineup with 3 Kaisers and 2 Rises, and of course the 3 substitutes, 2 3 Bone Frogs and 2 Dupe Frogs with 3 swap frogs, but instead of playing divas and future fusion and stuff like that, we're playing 2 junk synchrons. This card is really good. It allows to get into rank level 5s and level 6s synchrons quite easily if you have a 3 Brum Frog in the graveyard. So what happens is standby phase 3 Brum Frog, main phase 1 you summon junk synchron, and then you retrieve a Duke Frog or something else that's level 2, maybe Neville Hero Infernal Prodigy, and then you make a rank 6 that could be Goyo Guardian, Brionac, apply lots of pressure. Then we play Malicious Edge, which is really good. Sometimes you have your opponent getting rid of your field. Tribune Frog comes back again. You normal summon Malicious Edge with 1 tribute. It's a 2600 beat stick. Really hard to deal for lots of decks. Also inflicts bursting damage, comes up sometimes. And if you have summoned it through Infernal Prodigy, it recycles itself because at the end phase you draw 1 card. Also play Ocean. It's an okay monster to have in the deck. It's mainly here because sometimes you draw Stratus, and you also draw the Emergency Call, which is here to thin the deck. Um, apart from that, um, E-Call cannot add Malicious Edge or Infernal Prodigy because they're not elemental heroes. Then I played the 2 hand traps, Gores and Dragodium, because most of the times you won't send much stuff. You can literally normal summon Swap Frog, send Reborn Frog, return Swap Frog, and then leave the field completely empty to set up buff. And the nice thing about Trag is that this deck likes to take it pretty slow, so you're ending up drawing lots of cards and have a massive Trag. Battle Faders are excellent against lots of decks that want to attack, like Synchro Cat that special summons to X-Sabers. You just drop the Battle Fader and have wasted them. Also, how's it called? Gladiator Beasts like that. So it's really good. You can side them out for, I don't know, Vanity's Fiend against Black Queens or other decks like Fairies where they wouldn't really shine. But it's really good because, as I said, you most likely have your field empty most of the times, and the rest is quite standard. Miracle Fusion, Enemy Controller, Brain Control, Rotom, Heavy Storm, Space Typhoon. Only one Book of Moon has the same utility as a Battle Fader. It helps against a matchup where the opponent wants to attack you directly. Against Synchro Cat, really useful. And then Treacherous is really good. People don't play around this card. So they'll often like attack you directly, or main phase to set another one or summon another one, then you play Treacherous and you demolish their board. Sideboard 3 Vanity's Fiend, very useful against all decks that special summon, so like Black Wings, zombies, um, other hero decks, really good. Cybers, well, it's Bitstick, special summon itself, against Machine, very strong. Jinzo strong against back row decks like Cat or Gladiator Beast, as well as Dust Tornadoes. Crow, fantastic against graveyard decks like Zombies, Lystorm, even Fairies sometimes if you can prevent them from special summoning Christian. The Light Imprisoning is for that matchup, and his Machine Gun is to get rid of monsters like Christia that will really, really affect this deck. The extra deck is one Armory Arm, doesn't come out very often, but it's really easy to summon with Junk Synchron and one Tribune Frog. Catastor and Magical Android come up really easily with Junk Synchron, even if you don't have the Tribune setted, because Duke Frog can be special summon, and as well as Infernal Prodigy. Rank 6 sixes are quite standard. Guy is just a beat stick that can come out after Goyo, or if you don't want to commit a Goyo, you can get the Gaia in. Black Rose, Junk Archer, those are two level 7s that are easy to make, and Junk Synchron can special summon Junk Archer. I don't do this often, but it may come up. Darken Dragon and Stardust Dragon are really useful. And a flex spot is Tempest Magician. I played this in real life for time because you can easily make it through Gen Synchron. And if time approaches, you can literally burn your opponent and then win in time. And the fusions are quite standard. Now I've got 3 replays. I don't remember much of some of them, but let's start from the first one. This should be against zombies. So I start first. I don't know what could be, so I think I just set Duke Frog and pass. Special summons. Okay, this is not zombie, but another version of a hero. Attacks into it, takes damage, future fusion, use absolute zero, dumps 2, sets 1, draws for Infernal Prodigy, standby, lets me go, tribute, and then I target the future fusion, but he has Solemn, so I pass because I have drag. Decides to not attack. Smart choice. So in this occasion, I will just perhaps set 2. Oh no, I actually commit into a Black Rose play. Yes, so this is, as you can see, very very easy to make Black Rose, and I decide to wipe out the board so that he doesn't get the fusion next turn. He's got Treeborn, sets 1. I think I set 1 as well, set 2, pass. He decides to Caius, target back row, I chain against his. This is good, it's not too bad. I can get the substitute, yes. Substitute, and then he makes the absolute zero. I think he should have not done this absolute zero at this point because he was he committed for a play that can give me lethal, and in fact I got quite lucky. I found lethal by drawing, so I special summon Swap Rook, dump Reborn Frog, then I take his monster, I dump it to take it again, and then that's GG's. Okay, let's fast forward a little bit. So this was a diva frog, but in this case he um, he prohibition declares Tribune Frog, which is quite good to be fair. I don't have a way at the moment to take it out unless Caius. I still dump it because I'm planning to get rid of it next turn. He attacks directly. I have Battle Fader, which will come handy next turn when I target with Caius. He gets rid of Caius with Bottomless. Unfortunately, I don't have much. He sets 1, then I summon the dude. Too fast for me. Another Battle Fader. So here I will just sack the Battle Fader or or no. I prefer to do another play here, is to take his Magical Android to get rid of everything on the field. I don't know if this was the best. To be fair, should have maybe kept the enemy controller, but I didn't really want to leave a monster on the field because I thought that maybe he could have like easily sacked it for Caius or something else. So I decided to do that play. What does he do? Special summon the dude. Is that? Yeah, yeah. That's really good because I have two monsters in defense, and that dude deals piercing. Here I forget something. I did forget that malicious edge. Um, no, that absolute zero gets more attack, and then here I get absolutely demolished. Yeah, even draws one at the end of the turn. So what I decide to do here is to wipe out this field, do like this, and an absolute zero. I set one enemy controller because I don't want to be killed next turn. He doesn't do anything. Here, perhaps I should have understood that this hand was full of bodies, like tribute monsters. And I set this as a defense, the Duke Frog as a defense, but he does Soul Exchange, which I didn't know he had. He didn't play it previously. He sacks Caius, and yeah, he sacks Caius to make 1k to myself. So up to the next game, I decided to do Swap Frog, dump Treeborn Frog, then dump Substitute. So I want to get rid of most of the junk from the deck and set up a Duplock with one set Dust Tornado. So let's see how he outs the Duplock. It's quite easy for a hero deck to get rid of the Duplo to be fair, but yeah, in fact here even misses timing to be fair because I have to gain 1000 LP. So yeah, it does get rid of the Duplo quite easily, but I do get a card back. Um, Here I'm not doing Trag. Um, yeah, I'm not doing Trag for some reason. I don't think it would have been useful because I don't know what's my next draw and I cannot really take advantage of that. I cannot modulate the level, I cannot take his malicious edge, so it's not quite convenient. It's not even a big body at the moment. So yeah, end phase does that. Yeah, not looking great. How about the next row? In fact, it wasn't like something crazy. I don't even summon the Tribune Frog because I thought like maybe like he can still like pierce me, so it's not like useful. And you can also use the how's it called, the soul exchange to get rid of mine and then summon one of these dudes. So I just wait for a special summon drag for defense. He does Caius. In fact, he had Caius in his hand. Um, Gets rid of it. End phase. I have my own Caius. Here I sack it, vanishes, and then I decide to go direct because he did play bottomless. He also plays traps in his deck, so I was like, okay, maybe he doesn't have any hand traps like Gores because he did set something. Um, does Rotom, gets Stratos, I believe. Yeah, plays Stratos. Gets what? Infernal Prodigy. Okay, so basically he sets a turn, loses a turn, and then here I sack him with Braincorn. I don't play around Torrential. I don't think um, it's the right play. If I have lethal, I should definitely go for that. Um, I didn't play around Mirror Force. However, I do have a defense. It gets rid of his monsters as well, and yeah, basically GG. Yeah, pretty much. So this was against a sort of diva hero-ish. Yeah, quite. Next game, I get to go first. So previously I went second, I believe. Um, so here with his hand, I decide to do Stratus and not use reinforcement because reinforcement can be useful to grab whatever. So even a junk synchron or infernal prodigy, I believe. No, infernal prodigy no because it's a fiend type. Just that plays future fusion. Everyone gets this future fusion hand. So this is another diva. Special summons done. Yeah, he has a lot to go. Can make Stardust. Yeah. Luckily, the, okay. Luckily, I have Infernal Prodigy in my hand. Can be quite useful. I decided to do Infernal Prodigy plus Malicious and not Caius because um, I get a card in the end phase. It cannot threaten lethal next turn because I have Battle Favor. I can just literally walk over Stardust Dragon, and I can keep the Caius for something better like the Future Fusion the next turn. So I do walk over it. That works perfect. And then I draw one as well. The end phase. So what does he do? Okay, makes a rank 6, which is no a level 5, which is Catastor. Gets rid of it. Here, so yeah, I have to get rid of Future Fusion, so I'm assuming that I did that, yeah, with Caius. It's quite a good play, and then I can also walk over the Catastor because it's a dark monster. What does he do? Book of Life, and then he banishes, whatever, it's not relevant, but still Synchro Summons, goes for a Goyum, so he's wasting a lot of resources. He gets the Goyum, gets the Caius, and then he does a Trap Dash shoot. Now, it was really good that I didn't use reinforcement because I have the possibility to get a junk synchron from here, which I think I will do, right? Let's see what I do. Yeah, did a junk synchron, special summon it should have banished, no, it didn't really matter. And then I make Catastor, with Catastor, no, I don't get rid of of Goyo, I get rid of Kais because Goyo cannot walk over Catastor. I set 1 at this point because, well, I wanted to defend the Catastor in the case he had something else when that was a Space Typhoon. Maybe it could have worked out that was a Space Typhoon because he didn't use anything, but it doesn't really matter to be fair. Sets 1. So in this case, as normal summon substitute, going to swap frog, dump triple frog, and then I get rid of the Goyo and of the set as well, which is Sangan, the Goblin Zombie. This is a Diva Hero Zombie. Yeah, Diva Zombie with like a hero package. Get the Swap Frog back. He does Foolish, which is really good because now he has Mizuki to get back the thing. The Plug Spreader can normal summon the Goblin Zombie. Go for this dude, Revive King, which is a dark, so you can walk over the Catastrophe. Also gets the Spirit Reaper to Goblin Zombie. So here I do Space Typhoon on the set. Yeah, that's pretty good. Gets a search from Sangan. Special summons. I special summon the Tribal Frog. Sack for Caius. It's read. Battle phase attack. I did attack because I think also no. Well, he had Call, which might mean that he doesn't have gourds. I don't even know if he plays gourds anymore, but yeah, he doesn't have much at the moment. Yeah, and this is game. That was a good good draw. So it's one. So here I think I go Stratos, right? No, I go Substitute because I want to dump the frog first turn. Also work over it. It was a Mizuki. Return to hand. Book of Life. So here I don't want him to get rid of my Tribune Frog, so I did decrow that, and because it's and also I believe he doesn't get the second part of the effect, which is to banish the second target. So my Tribune Frog. He does have Future Fusion once again. Dumps 2, turn my turn. I get that back. And no more Summon Stratos, yeah, and I believe I grab the Malicious Edge. It's pretty good. I can attack directly because he won't be able to play Gourds. He gets the Malicious Special Summon. Let's see what it does next. Does he sack? Yeah, sack Caius. Of course, he banishes that. Um, is this a tough spot? I don't really know. I should have actually special summon Trag. I did forget about that because I always think that Trag works like Gores when you don't have like anything on the field, but it doesn't actually. Um, so here in this situation, I special summon that, stack it for malicious edge, as always, really strong, beats over everything in this format. Works over that. Is this the second turn? No, the next turn should not be the second turn. And then I can also draw. Ah no, it was the second turn. Shame. Um, Maybe it was the correct play to not play Trap because he would have got rid of it through absolute zero. Yeah, it wasn't the correct play to special summon it. Yeah, this is not looking great. Um, he can special summon a lot of dudes. Yeah, he gets rid of the malicious, I believe. Wow, this is a combo. Okay, I think I let that through because it doesn't really have much to banish on my graveyard, and even if he special summons Mizuki, I have Battle Fader to not lose this battle phase. So what I do is that basically let it happen, and then I special summon. So here, special summon the Battle Fader. So here I do make a huge misplay because I take the absolute zero, thinking, okay, if I attack into it, then I can destroy his monsters, but that doesn't work like that. Um, this was so dumb by my side. Let's see. I thought I actually wiped all the monsters, so I summoned mine to not lose the game next turn. I dumped some stuff, another Tribune Frog. I let it happen. He takes it. That's really, really bad. I'll let this go through. I'll let this one go through as well. And then I special summon the drag, which he takes for some reason. Um, he, I don't think he dumps it. So, yeah, it goes back to me. And here I have the game, basically, because I can simply suck it and we'll cover everything. Destroy everything with absolute zero and then attack directly with Caius. Did I have lethal without Caius? No, I don't think so. No, no, I would have not have lethal. Anyway, this was another game. Last one. Let's see what I've got. So this is got nothing in my hand. Won't set anything. Same thing. I don't know. When I see this sort of playing, I'm like, okay, he didn't play anything. Could be the same deck as mine. Might not be a combo deck. Could be Blackwing because they can get a Shiroko quite easily through a normal summon of mine, a little dude. So I said one in this case, and then I pass. So it's got Flammable Dog. Okay, and then I let it go through. It won't get anything because it has to destroy. Um, so in this case, I believe I do go for a Swap Road, but first I get rid of the back rows. I put that in the fence, so I can destroy it. Dump a Trimo Frog, I get rid of everything, goes back to hand. He sets one. To be fair, I did read the the Raikou or the other one, the 1800 defense flip monster that gets Raikou, because it's usually a card that gets played to mill for rekindling. So here's my play. He doesn't have cores because he played some back rows previously, so I believe that's the case. I think, yeah, he plays book, and then he gets some more cheap damage. And decides to attack. I do have cores, unfortunately, for him. He makes that. I believe I have lethal now because I can. Uh, yeah, yeah, I can make controller get the dude. That's pretty good. Pretty good to be fair. Yeah, we go for game two. It does play even the charge, which is a cool touch. Not bad. Gets the Raikou, sets the Raikou, obviously. And this part, I cited some um, it's just I cited some backrow hate, like Dust Tornado. I kept the Treacherous drop hole because it could still come up. It's still useful. I should have actually taken it out, but in this case, I will just play it quite safely. Gets rid of the gourds, survive. So I set the Dust Tornado. What the fuck? Actually solve the judgment. Interesting, because that doesn't really give me like a huge advantage. I will get Stratos and then through Stratos an Infernal Prodigy, but that's not insane. It still has got Raikou set, so it still has a lot of advantage. He makes an absolute misplay with that, with summoning the Fundamental Magician, because now I can set the Treacherous um, and the Dust Tornado, and I don't have to commit to any place. I can just destroy both and destroy the set. And I got back the advantage that I got taken from that from the dust and then the Solden. So I can go for display, which is really good, and it can walk over Riftkeeper Spine as well. I can draw a card during the end phase. I don't have a water for Miracle Fusion, but it's still really good. He has the commander that he sacks, not commander, descendant. Skyus, he doesn't attack because he thinks that I might have cores or another dude. In this case, I said enemy controller. I cannot give the fact that I don't have cores. So he does that. I put him in defense. What's my rationale for these? Kind of don't want to get damage. I don't know if I should have done that. Definitely an interesting play. I think I did that because he still got Lila, which that's interesting. He didn't use that for enemy control, but I think I did because he was going to anyway use it during the main phase 2, so at least I'm not taking 24. Did I know he had Lila? I think he got Raiko from the charge. Yeah, I didn't know about Lila. Anyway, Junk Synchron comes in play, and I get Kakatasu, I believe. Oh no, a magical android, which is fine. It's 24-bit stick. Gets me some health back during the end phase, and this is to protect me from an eventual rekindling and not dying due to that. This is really good for me. Heavy Storm gets rid of all his back rows. It does book down, and now it's really good. I can get another Junk Synchron, which is Catastrophe. And I go from attack directly. Well, he's had two, so like if he has gourds, he has gourds, but he has just a Heavy Storm in his hand. I, I don't know why he kept that. I mean, my deck doesn't play any back rows, and this is GG. So let's see if Dwelling Book is still up. Yeah, it's good. So the deck is really good. It's also really fun. It does have lots of outplays you can go for, like Tribune Frog plus enemy controller, which is a really busted play. Cards that didn't come out really a lot are Tragradia and Ocean, which are two flex spots that can be definitely be cut. Book of Moon as well from the side. Um, Everything is really necessary, but I would reconsider like the Smashing Grounds or the Gene Zoom. They didn't really come out too much. The Rises as well didn't come out, but the effect is really good. It's also another monster. Dust Spirit, I believe it's called. It's another good card you can consider instead of one Riser you popping in against Blackwings, Lightsworn that might want to swarm up the field. It's really good. Anyway, this was it. I hope you learned something new. The deck list. Do you like the deck list? And I'll see you soon.